Clinical research suggests that some of the most powerful protection for your prostate and breast tissue dosing come from expensive supplements, complicated diets, or extreme detox programs. It comes from something simple, something cheap, and something most people ignore because they don't realize how biologically powerful it is, and that one thing is broccoli sprouts. Now, before you scroll away or assume this is just another eat your vegetables lecture, listen carefully, because medical experts say broccoli sprouts are not the same as broccoli. They are not the same as salad greens. They are not the same as kale. They are a completely different category of food because they contain one of the most studied natural compounds for cellular protection, inflammation reduction, and hormone balance. And what makes this even more shocking is that clinical research suggests that if you are not eating broccoli sprouts regularly, you may be missing one of the strongest natural defenses against the exact biological processes that slowly damage prostate tissue in men and breast tissue in women. And here's the scary part. The damage doesn't happen overnight. It happens slowly, quietly, silently. The way prostate enlargement builds over years, the way hormonal imbalance creeps in without warning, the way chronic inflammation and oxidative stress gradually weaken tissue health. Most people don't feel it until symptoms start showing up. For men, it may show up as waking up at night to urinate, a weak stream, urgency, pelvic discomfort, or that constant feeling of not fully emptying the bladder. For women, it may show up as hormonal instability, breast tenderness changes, inflammation issues, or cellular vulnerability. But in both men and women, the root problem is often the same: inflammation plus hormone disruption plus oxidative stress over time. And according to medical experts, broccoli sprouts may directly target all three of these root issues, which is why this topic is so important. Because if you're watching this and you're over 35 or 40, the body starts changing. Detox pathways slow down, hormones fluctuate more aggressively, inflammation becomes easier to trigger, and the biggest danger is that most people believe these changes are normal aging. But clinical research suggests many of these changes are not inevitable. They are heavily influenced by daily habits. And one of the most overlooked daily habits is whether you are consuming protective plant compounds that help the body neutralize harmful processes. Now let's make something clear from the start. This video is not saying broccoli sprouts are a miracle cure. Medical experts say there is no single food that can guarantee protection from disease. But clinical research suggests broccoli sprouts may support the body in a way that very few foods can. And by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why. You will understand what compound inside broccoli sprouts is so powerful, how it works inside the body, what it does for inflammation, hormones, detox pathways, and cellular defense, and how men over 40 can use this information to support prostate health naturally. You will also learn how women can use this to support breast health and hormonal balance. And most importantly, you will learn how to use broccoli sprouts correctly, because most people do it wrong and they get almost none of the benefits. But before we go deep, here's a shocking truth that medical experts rarely say clearly enough. Many prostate problems are not caused by the prostate itself. They are caused by the internal environment surrounding the prostate. Inflammation in the bloodstream, insulin resistance, excess estrogen activity, poor detoxification of hormone metabolites, oxidative stress, and chronic exposure to inflammatory foods. This is why two men can be the same age, but one has severe BPH symptoms while the other has none. Their internal environment is different. Their metabolic health is different. Their inflammation level is different. Their hormone clearance is different. And clinical research suggests broccoli sprouts may help improve that internal environment by activating the body's own defense systems. Now let's talk about what makes broccoli sprouts so special. According to clinical research, broccoli sprouts contain extremely high amounts of a compound called glucoraphanin, which converts into sulforaphane when the sprouts are chewed, chopped, or blended. And sulforaphane is one of the most researched natural compounds in nutrition science for cellular defense and detox activation. Now, why does that matter for prostate and breast health? Because oxidative stress is one of the biggest silent drivers of tissue damage. Oxidative stress occurs when the body has too many unstable molecules, called free radicals. These free radicals damage cells over time. They damage DNA, they damage tissue structures. And clinical research suggests oxidative stress plays a role in prostate enlargement, inflammation, and cellular dysfunction. The same is true for breast tissue. Breast tissue is highly hormone sensitive and inflammation sensitive, and when oxidative stress is high, hormone metabolism becomes less stable. the body struggles to clear harmful hormone metabolites efficiently. This is one reason why medical experts emphasize detox pathways, liver health, and inflammation reduction for hormonal stability. So when sulforaphane activates NRF2, it is not just an antioxidant. It tells your body to create its own internal defense army. And this is why broccoli sprouts are different from taking a simple vitamin pill. Vitamins are passive. Sulforaphane is active. It triggers your body's natural protective machinery. Now here is where most people get shocked. Clinical research suggests broccoli sprouts contain far more glucoraphanin than mature broccoli. In some cases, sprouts may contain dozens of times more concentrated amounts. That means eating a small amount of sprouts could deliver more sulforaphane potential than eating a large bowl of broccoli. And that is why medical experts say broccoli sprouts are one of the most efficient plant foods for activating protective detox and antioxidant pathways. But what does this have to do with prostate enlargement and breast risk? Let's break it down in simple terms. According to medical experts, prostate enlargement is strongly influenced by chronic inflammation and hormonal signaling. One hormone-related factor often discussed in BPH is DHT, dihydrotestosterone. DHT is a strong androgen derived from testosterone. Medical experts say DHT binds to receptors in the prostate and can promote growth over time. Now, DHT itself is not evil. It is a normal male hormone. But when DHT activity is too high, and inflammation is too high, and metabolic health is poor, the prostate may respond by growing and swelling. Now, clinical research suggests sulforaphane may influence inflammation pathways and may support healthier hormone metabolism. It may help the body regulate inflammatory markers and reduce oxidative stress that worsens tissue sensitivity. And when inflammation decreases, the prostate often becomes less irritated. This is why some men notice improvements in urinary symptoms when they improve their diet. Not because food directly shrinks the prostate overnight, but because it changes the internal environment that triggers swelling. And for women, breast tissue is also heavily influenced by estrogen metabolism. Estrogen is not the enemy. It is essential, but medical experts say estrogen balance matters. The body produces different estrogen metabolites, some of which are more inflammatory than others. If detox pathways are sluggish, harmful estrogen metabolites may circulate longer than they should. Clinical research suggests sulforaphane supports phase 2 detox enzymes, which help the body neutralize and remove potentially harmful compounds, including hormone metabolites. That is one reason broccoli sprouts are frequently discussed in the context of breast protection, especially if you're over 40. Clinical research suggests that chronic inflammation is rising in modern society because of processed foods, but it damages tissues over time. It accelerates aging. It disrupts hormones. It weakens immune response. The biggest danger is the silent buildup of inflammatory damage for years. Most women do not think about breast tissue health until they feel fear. But clinical research suggests prevention is where the power is. Now let's talk about something most people don't understand. But phase 1 can create reactive intermediate compounds that are sometimes more dangerous than the original. That is why phase 2 detox is critical. Clinical research suggests sulforaphane supports phase 2 detox enzymes like glutathione-transferase, and glutathione is one of the body's most important antioxidants and detox molecules. This matters because if your detox pathways are weak, hormone metabolites and toxins can circulate longer, increasing oxidative stress and tissue inflammation. This is why some experts say broccoli sprouts are like a detox amplifier. Not in the fake Instagram detox way, but in the real biological sense of supporting enzyme pathways the body already uses. Now you might be wondering, how much broccoli sprouts do you need? According to nutrition researchers, even a small daily amount may be beneficial. Some people use 1 to 2 tablespoons, some use a quarter cup. The key is consistency. Medical experts say the body responds to repeated signals. A single healthy meal does not change biology. But daily signals over weeks and months can shift inflammation levels, oxidative stress levels, and metabolic stability. And here is where the conversation gets even more interesting. Clinical research suggests sulforaphane may also support insulin sensitivity, and this is huge for prostate health. Because insulin resistance is one of the strongest hidden drivers of hormonal imbalance in men. High insulin increases inflammation. It promotes fat storage. It worsens testosterone conversion. And it increases estrogen activity. Many men don't realize that belly fat is not just a cosmetic issue. Belly fat is an endocrine organ. It produces inflammatory compounds. It increases aromatase activity, converting testosterone into estrogen. And medical experts say estrogen dominance in men can contribute to prostate enlargement. So when broccoli sprouts support insulin sensitivity and inflammation reduction, they may indirectly support healthier male hormone balance. That means better testosterone stability, less hormonal chaos, and a calmer prostate environment. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest reasons men ignore broccoli sprouts. It's because they think it's a woman's health food or a vegan thing. But that mindset is dangerous, because clinical research suggests that sulforaphane is not about gender, it's about cellular defense. And male bodies need cellular defense even more as they age, because men are more likely to ignore early symptoms and delay preventive habits. That is why prostate health is often worse in men who do not adopt preventive lifestyle strategies early. And here's another truth. Medical experts say that prostate problems are rarely caused by one single factor. They are usually the result of multiple small triggers stacking together: dehydration, sugar, alcohol, sitting too long, stress, poor sleep, hormonal imbalance, chronic inflammation, and low intake of protective plant compounds. This is why supplements alone often fail, because the lifestyle triggers are still there. Now let's go deeper into the science of why broccoli sprouts may be protective. Clinical research suggests sulforaphane may influence gene expression. That means it can turn on protective genes and turn off inflammatory pathways. It's not magic, it's epigenetics. The body is constantly responding to signals from food, and sulforaphane is one of the strongest dietary signals ever studied. This is why some scientists describe broccoli sprouts as a functional food. It is not just nutrients like vitamin C or fiber. It is a bioactive compound that changes cellular behavior. Now let's address the most important practical question. How do you actually eat broccoli sprouts correctly? Because this is where most people fail. Medical experts say sulforaphane is created when glucoraphanin comes into contact with an enzyme called myrosinase. This enzyme is present in the plant tissue, but it can be destroyed by excessive heat. That means if you cook broccoli sprouts aggressively, you may destroy much of the myrosinase, reducing sulforaphane production. That is why many experts recommend consuming sprouts raw or lightly prepared. Adding them to salads, sandwiches, smoothies, or yogurt bowls can be a simple method. But here is a powerful trick. Clinical research suggests adding mustard powder or raw mustard seeds can increase sulforaphane conversion because mustard contains myrosinase. That means even if the sprouts have low enzyme activity, mustard can boost the conversion. So if you want maximum benefit, mixing broccoli sprouts with a small pinch of mustard powder may enhance sulforaphane production. Now another question is, should you buy broccoli sprouts or grow them? Medical experts say both can work. Store-bought sprouts are convenient, but some people prefer growing them at home because it is cheap and ensures freshness. Broccoli sprout seeds are inexpensive, and sprouts can be grown in jars in just a few days. But if you buy them, make sure they are fresh and stored properly. Now let's talk about dosage and safety. Broccoli sprouts are generally considered safe for most people, but medical experts say if you have thyroid issues, you should be mindful of excessive cruciferous vegetable intake, especially raw, because of compounds called goitrogens. However, in normal dietary amounts, this is rarely an issue for most people. If you are taking medications, especially blood thinners or hormone-related medications, it is always smart to consult a professional before making major dietary changes. Now, let's connect this directly to prostate symptoms, because this is what most men care about. Clinical research suggests that when inflammation decreases, urinary symptoms often improve. That includes urgency, frequency, weak stream, and nighttime urination. This is why men who shift toward anti-inflammatory diets often notice improvement. Broccoli sprouts can be part of that anti-inflammatory strategy, but broccoli sprouts alone will not overcome a lifestyle that is destroying your prostate. That's why medical experts say if you want real improvement, you need a prostate-supporting lifestyle foundation. That means hydration. That means reducing processed foods. That means cutting sugar. That means daily movement. That means stress management. And that means consistent intake of protective nutrients. Now, let's talk about the most powerful combination for prostate health. Medical experts often recommend combining broccoli sprouts with other prostate support foods like tomatoes for lycopene, pumpkin seeds for zinc, fatty fish for omega-3, and fiber-rich vegetables for gut health. Because prostate health is not a single nutrient game, It is a synergy game. And for women, combining broccoli sprouts with a diet rich in fiber, healthy fats, and low sugar can support more stable estrogen metabolism. Again, the goal is not eliminate estrogen. The goal is metabolize it properly and reduce inflammatory metabolites. Now, one of the most shocking things medical experts say is that many cancers and tissue problems are not caused by one bad day. They are caused by years of poor detox signaling and chronic inflammation. This is why broccoli sprouts are such a big deal, because they send a strong protective signal daily. And if you're watching this and thinking, I'm too old, it's too late, that is not true. Clinical research suggests the body responds at any age. The human body is designed to adapt. Even men in their 60s and 70s can improve inflammation, markers and urinary symptoms when they change diet and lifestyle. Even women in their 50s and 60s can support hormone metabolism when they improve fiber intake and detox support. The key is consistency. Now let's address one more important topic: why broccoli sprouts are often called a cancer-fighting food. Medical experts say this is because sulforaphane has been studied for its effects on detox enzymes, antioxidant systems, inflammation markers, and cellular regulation. It may support apoptosis pathways, which are natural cellular cleanup mechanisms. But again, it is not a cure. It is a support tool. The real benefit is that it strengthens the body's defense environment. Now, if you want a simple daily plan, here is what medical experts suggest many people can start with. Add a small handful of broccoli sprouts to one meal per day. Add a pinch of mustard powder if you want to enhance sulforaphane production. Combine that with a diet that reduces sugar and processed foods. Walk daily, hydrate, sleep well, and within weeks, many people notice improvements in digestion, energy, and inflammation markers. Men may notice reduced urgency and better nighttime sleep. Women may notice improved hormonal stability. Again, results vary, but the biological logic is strong. Now, let's talk about why this matters emotionally. Because prostate and breast health are not just biological topics, they are fear topics, they are anxiety topics, they are silent suffering topics. Many men quietly panic when they start waking up at night to pee. They don't say it out loud. They don't want to feel old. They don't want to feel weak. They don't want to feel like something is wrong. And many women quietly carry fear about breast health because of family history or because of what they've seen in others. They don't always talk about it. They'll hold it inside. And this is why the most powerful thing you can do is take action before fear becomes reality. Because prevention is not about paranoia. It is about control. It is about taking responsibility. It is about saying, I am not going to wait until I'm scared. I'm going to build protection now. Clinical research suggests broccoli sprouts are one of the easiest ways to do that. It is not expensive. It is not complicated. It is not extreme. It is a simple habit that sends a powerful biological signal. Now, if you want to know the truth, the biggest reason most people don't eat broccoli sprouts is not because they hate the taste. It is because nobody told them how powerful they are. Nobody made it urgent. Nobody explained the science. Nobody connected it to real-life fears and real-life symptoms. So they ignore it. But now you know. And if you are a man over 40 and you care about your prostate, your sleep, your urinary freedom, and your vitality, this is one of the simplest habits you can add. And if you are a woman who cares about hormone stability and breast tissue health, this is one of the simplest habits you can add, because your body is not helpless. Your cells are not helpless. Your future is not helpless. Your biology is responding every day to the signals you feed it, and broccoli sprouts send a signal of defense. So if you've been ignoring this food, don't ignore it anymore. Not because you should fear disease, but because you should respect your body enough to protect it. And here is the most powerful takeaway of all. Medical experts say your health is not something you earn later. It is something you build daily, one meal at a time, one habit at a time, one decision at a time. And broccoli sprouts may be one of the smallest daily decisions that makes one of the biggest long-term differences. So start small, add them to your meals, make it a habit, make it normal. And remember this, the best time to protect your prostate and breast health was 10 years ago, but the second best time is today. Because the people who win in health are not the people who panic later. They are the people who quietly build protection now. And if you want to learn the exact daily nutrition routine that medical experts say can support prostate shrinkage naturally and reduce nighttime urination, then stay with this channel, because the next video will reveal the 3 most powerful nutrient combinations for men over 40. And one of them is something most men are missing completely.